Nice get. We're going to look at two different examples on the backhand side. One is Novak, and there's really one specific element that we're really going to focus in on.
Sure.
But just like on the forehand side, we're going to kind of take a couple little pit stops and notice his position. One is initial turn. On the forehand, we saw that Maria and Roger were both about perpendicular to the court. On the backhand, we're looking for a little bit more than that.
Right.
Since we've got both hands on the racket and our non-dominant side is really powering the drive through, a little bit more rotation is a good thing to have.
Okay.
Just like on the forehand side, leading with the chest and the core is really key. And just like on the forehand side, contact in front's important, but since both hands are on the racket, we're not going to have the same amount of extension out away from the body.
Right.
From here on is where I want you to pay particular attention to.
Okay.
I want you to watch his left arm and hand and his frame as he goes out towards his target. And really what he's done here is straightened his left arm out towards his target.
Right.
Back here at his setup, you'll see his left arm is bent, his right arm is straight. And then as he goes through contact, his right arm bends and his left arm extends and straightens out towards his target.
Right.
So there's kind of a give and take. There's a kind of a push and a pull between his right side and his left side as he goes out towards his target. And so one other player I want to show you is Serena. Stylistically, she's not the same as Novak. There's a bunch of differences between the two of them. But I want you to notice past contact, how she also goes out first before coming around over to her non-dominant side. She doesn't do that on every backhand. Some backhands, her left arm stays a little bit more bent. But when she's balanced and she's got a lot of time and she's really trying to power through the ball, pretty consistently you'll see her extend out before coming around to her right side. All right, so looking at your backhand, you move your body really well, just like you did on your forehand side before. Your timing is actually pretty good. Initial turn is good. You're a little bit past 90 degrees. And you rotate actively forwards with your chest to contact. And this is a pretty good contact position. You know, like 6, 8 inches out in front of the front edge of your body.
Yeah.
I want you to watch your left elbow, your left arm. It maintains the same angle.
Yeah, I don't straighten it.
All the way through the shot. And so both arms kind of stay locked in.
Right.
And I don't want to call it a push because you are using your body actively. But if we could coordinate your left arm especially to extend out as your body unwinds, it would be a much stronger, easily directed, much stronger, much more easily directed shot than what you're doing right now, which is relatively kind of constrained and tight. And so your swing path, if we were to look from right directly above you, your swing path would trace more of a circle, like you're excuse me, you're making contact and your body is rotating the racket around, basically at the same distance from your body, the whole way around. Whereas Serena and Novak are making contact and then going out first. Like they're making a more of an ellipse, and it's a longer, wider path. And yours is closer and shorter and a little bit more constricted.
Sure.
So just like on the forehand side, we're going to break this into a couple pieces.
Okay.
Position 1, is going to be take back. Position 2 is going to be contact point. And position 3 is going to be right here. So the racket on edge and your left arm extended out towards your target. And yeah, I'm gonna release and loosen your hand a little bit. So 1, 2, and 3. And so kind of think of this as pointing your index finger out towards where you want the ball to go. Yes. Now one little change. You're starting with your left arm bent right now, but at contact, you're straightening, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's not how you do it in real life right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'd actually like to see you go forward to contact with a bend in your left arm, which is totally fine,
Okay.
and then straighten out through the point of contact. And ideally, that's how we want to hit the ball, is actively drive and extend through with your left side as you make contact. And right now, your arm is locked in and staying in the same position the whole way through.
Right.
Go ahead and start to finish it. You're getting comfortable with this pretty quickly. So kind of the picture, I want you to picture in your mind what I described before, which was kind of the lengthening, the enlarging of this circle going out and around. Yep.
It's almost like a golf swing.
Very, very much so, yes. Your only objective is to execute that same movement pattern with the ball there.
Okay.
So two practice ones. Same thing. Good job, good job. You sped up a little bit on the actual hit.
I sped up on it. Okay.
Yeah, keep it calm. And I want you to keep all of your focus on that extension of that left arm out through the point of contact. All right, 2 more shadow swings for me, please. Point and extend out. Yep. Good job. 2 more. That's fine. All right. This is the best part. You have to check and see how you're doing. So here you're check out the left arm, a little bit of bend. You're still straightening a little bit earlier than you actually were before, which is fine. I'm not super concerned about that. This is really what I want to see the most, is extending out. So I'm curious what happens here. Okay, so you're straightening more on the actual hit too. That's good. That's great.
Okay.
Like if we could see this on a rally ball,
Yeah.
that'd be excellent.
Okay.
Nice job. Nice. Good job. Good job. Last one's here, and then we'll go back. Bend and extend. So there's the bend to start, and extension out.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Good deal.
Let's go back to no man's land. Same thing. So keep your focus on that left arm. Nice job, nice job. Bring the tempo down just a little bit so you can be a little bit more mindful of what you're doing. That's nice, that's nice. Great job, great job. Keep going. It's looking good.
Thanks.
Here's our last shadow swing. Oops, sorry. Here's the hit. It's good. Nice job.
Good.
Good job. Good job. Just to contrast. Here's where we were before. So you just see how this is just a much more muscled looking shot. Everything's angular and you're able to hit it strongly, but only through a lot of physical effort.
Right. Right.
And so this framework that we're starting to develop now will give you the ability to create smooth, much smoother, more effortless power. I'd like you to take your time on the shadow swing a little more and feel for that, yes, that push out, that stretch at the back of your left shoulder. And then bring that into your swing. Good, good, good. Feel for the stretch in your left shoulder. Good, good, good. Nice, really nice, really nice.
Yeah. And when I think about feeling it,
Here's the shot you just made.
okay.
So there's just more of your effort is going out
Right.
towards the other side.
Right.
And you can see like a push there with the back of your left shoulder. And so the length of that swing, if we were to trace a line all the way around, there's the size of the circle
Right.
is just much, much more compared to the size of your circle here is probably like half the size, honestly.
Right.
Like it's just right in here. That wasn't a fair circle draw. It's like here. And so that's all we're looking to do. The longer of a runway we have to be able to build up and deliver energy, the smoother the swing's going to be and the more energy we can deliver.
Right.
The shorter and the more rigid and abrupt it is, the more energy it takes to create the same result.
Yeah.
Nice job. That looks really good. Great job. Great job. So I just wanted to show you kind of where we started again.
Oh, yes.
I mentioned that the 90-degree angle kind of all the way through, all the way around, which is where you're at right here. And so this is just more of a muscle. I'm going to play it in full speed.
Muscle shot.
Yeah, the feel is more rigid and tight and kind of restricted. And I want you to look at what these look like in contrast.
Yeah.
The arms are just more free and flowing.
Right. They are. Yeah.
And so that's exactly the change that we're looking to make.
Okay.
A couple more from here and then we'll go back. Nice job, Mary. All right, I just want to show you, these will be the last ones that we look at.
Okay.
A little bit of contrast again. Here's some of the ones that you just hit. Just want you to watch the kind of the length of these swings and the shape. That middle one especially. And then at full speed, some of the ones that you hit yesterday.
Yeah. Big difference.
So you can see how everything is staying very close to the body. It's a lot quicker and there's just more tension there.
Right.
And so right now we're keeping things pretty slow, like you're not trying to hit it hard yet.
Right.
We talked about this a little bit on your forehand side. As you start to increase acceleration, it's human nature to start to tense up.
Right.
And so big part of your job when you go back home is going to be managing your speed so that you can feel that length and that extension and that stretching with your left side, and then slowly increase. Once you get back to like a 6 out of 10, if you execute it like this, then your output is going to be so much higher than it was before.
Okay.
But if you quickly go back to the speed you were used to before, you'll probably also go back to the technique you had before,
Okay. Right.
and you'll have the same results that you had before.
Right.
Which I know you were happy with anyway, but there's a lot of potential
Right,
here
right.
to definitely increase
Right. Right.
the level.
Right.
Any questions?
No. I get it. Yeah.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Okay. Good.
All
Yeah.
right, good job. Go ahead, grab a quick drink, and then we're going to go into volleys.
Okay.